What is up, guys? My name is Patrick, and as always, welcome back. Today we're doing another episode of The Witcher 3. And I say it every time, but I'm just going to reinforce the point. That is because this game is huge. But anyway, we left off on the quest at Towerful of Mice, which is where Keira Metz sent us to the cursed Fyke Isle to investigate and see if we could find out anything about lifting the curse. It led us to the top level of this tower where we find some loot that Patrick missed, as well as a bunch of rats and eerie green fire. Oh, by the way, did I mention the place is riddled with corpses? So yeah, anyway, make our way to the top of this tower. All these torches started lighting green, and had a little bit of trouble with those levers over there. But we finally got to the top. We found a laboratory with human remains in beakers. And from the information we gathered, just from kind of eavesdropping on Ghost with the help of Keira's magic lamp, we found that the peasants that initially were thought to have come here to ask for food actually came here to raid and plunder the tower because they assumed that the people hiding themselves away here were actually nobles with a bunch of money. Turns out it was one mage, one noble, his daughter, and a couple of peasants that were hiding out here. While the noble by the name of Vesserad was kind of a douchebag. It seems that his daughter, Annabelle, was actually a really cool girl. Fell in love with a poor fisherman. Father didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. Romeo and Juliet story. But Alexander actually was either a friend or a romantic love interest of Keira Metz, and they actually knew each other. Sadly, he also died that same day all the peasants came here and died. Couple of things. When I got here, I knew it was going to be filled with rats and stuff. I mean, the quest is called A Towerful of Mice for a reason. But what I didn't expect to find was, one, a basement filled with cages, rat cages. Two, a lot of those rats are still alive. I didn't expect to come here and see that. And three, I didn't expect to talk to the ghost of the noble's daughter, Annabelle, at the top of the tower, who eventually revealed to me some of the rumors that have been spoken about Alexander. Some of those rumors being things like, bring me rats and healthy ones, not something the cat dragged in, and that also he is basically a plague scientist. What that means is there's a plague very similar to the bubonic plague for the Witcher universe. It's called the Catriona plague, and has been going kind of across the land for a really long time. It's existed for a really long time, but it has spread through rats and other vermin and people and stuff. There is a 93% mortality rate if you get it, if there's no medical attention around. There's an 89% mortality rate with medical attention around. Here's the good news: if you get it and you survive by that very slim 7 or 11% that you will survive by, you will become immune to the disease, and you will never get it again. So that's a bonus. You only have to wager 90% of your life to become immune to it. But from what I understand, the mage Alexander sought to hide himself away in this tower and get all these rats and stuff as a way of working, as a means of being this plague scientist to work on the disease. So he would get controlled cultures of the Catriona plague, and he would infect these rats, and he would look for a cure. Now, I'm guessing Geralt hasn't seen any signs of the plague or anything, and these rats are all friggin' huge, and there's not really that many corpses left. They're mostly just bones. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the rats and the Catriona plague thing, it's not really a concern right now. But I am also gonna guess that a bunch of peasants coming to raid you probably slows down your research a little bit. So I'm gonna guess that he didn't really get anything done before he died. Luckily, we have his notes, at least the first and the second part of his logs, so we can take a look at those at a later point and see how far he actually got. God damn, you fucking bees! You know, what's the point of having a house with windows when your windows are just holes in your house? It also reminds me, I saved a girl from a burning house. She had 3 fucking windows, just like this house had. And by windows, I mean holes in the side of her house that she could have totally climbed out of. God damn it. Also, coming in here, these things were like level 6. Now they're level 9. Alright, alright. Come on. Weird little bastards. You know, I actually wonder if these ghouls, if they are, if they were human, or if they start off as some mythical monster. Because to me, they kind of look human. What the hell is this?
A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
I guess I didn't see that. That was probably something to have looked at on the way in. Alright, but I'm sorry for the babbling update on... What the hell? Alright, more of these things. I'm sorry for the babbling update on what I did last episode. Really, the reason that I'm giving it is because I had a very long conversation with a ghost at the top of the tower. A specter, rather, if you will. And as I said, her name was Annabelle. She was the Lord's daughter, now dead, but with the help of Keira's elven magic lamp thing, I was able to commune with her spirit and no, that's a wall. Stop breaking the laws of physics. I'm gonna kill you just for doing that. Just for fucking up the... Where'd you go? Get back here, you pussy. Come on, come closer. You dick. Alright, burn. Weird clipping issue with this thing's face. His face kind of freaks me out. Alright, back to what I was saying. You can see that my quest thing... What am I trying to say? Right under my minimap, it is my update, my quest update. It says, a Towerful of Mice, take Annabelle to Graham. Now, as I said, I spoke for probably like 10 minutes to this, the Spectre of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter, who, the day of the whole attack, managed to get to the top of the tower, and she heard outside of the room that she was hiding in, her beloved, who is Graham, who is who I'm taking her bones to now. She heard her lover Graham call for her, get pushed out of the way, and then a bunch of peasants came in and they were grabbing at her and lunging at her. The Mage Alexander, being the kind of bro that he thought he was being, gave Annabelle this potion and told her that if anyone was to come for her, at her, in a hostile way, that she was to drink it. Now, I was under the assumption that this was a death potion, that it would, you know, because he even says the words, like, he tells her to drink it and says everything's going to be okay. He doesn't say what's going to happen, and to someone who's scared, I mean, you don't want to give them a potion and tell them that they're going to die if they drink it. You just want to make sure that they're going to drink it if need be so that they don't suffer. I believe that that was his intent. Sadly, what actually ended up happening is Annabelle drank the potion when they were tearing at her skirt and everything, and then she said she felt nothing, blackness. She didn't hear anything, she couldn't see anything, and a time later she woke up with her clothes all ripped. I'm assuming they probably raped her, really, really dark stuff. But she said she later awoke. It was cold and it was silent. And I thought she was dead. I thought this was a death potion still. Then she explains that all she could hear and feel were rats everywhere. And I realized she was still alive. This potion was a sleeping potion, and the after effects of it were induced paralysis. So she was still alive, and she had a bunch of rats like eat her alive, while she could feel the experience but not scream. She was paralyzed, and I heard a lot of inconsistencies in her story and everything. I don't know who to believe, but I felt so horrified for her in the way that she died, in the way that she suffered, that I felt I had to help her in some way to try and lift the curse. Which is why we're here. At what I'm assuming is Graham's house. Hey, good sir, why are you yelling for Graham?
Why you been following me?
What did you want from Graham?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him.
Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Hey.
I'm busy.
Oh, if you're busy man, you had enough time to come check on Graham. He's suffering, dude. Mourning the loss of his girl. I bet he doesn't even know how she died. Graham! I'm here, buddy.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher, dude.
I'm a witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
I just hear about Annabelle.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
Fyke Isle, tell me what happened.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
What exactly did you say?
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison. Because of them.
God damn it, dude. It wasn't poison.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means... Is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... She was alive the whole time? But... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
Graham, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
You can still help her.
Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
What can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are... her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
I'll leave you be, Graham, but you seem pretty weirded out when you took those bones. Don't you go doing anything weird, man. Don't need you worsening this curse. Yeah, man, don't blame yourself. It's totally not your fault.
A girl and plated flowers. Looks like a small shrine.
I can see you really, really, really loved her. You still love her. Oh, Graham, dude. Wow, this guy's... That's probably the only empty noose in the entire Witcher 3. Glad he didn't do it yet, Graham. Alright. Well, I hope it works out for him. And I guess we should probably go... Yeah, we should probably go see Miss Metz. What the hell? No, Graham, no, 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 no. Buddy, no!
Looks like Annabelle was no ordinary ghost.
God
She's a Pesta.
damn it!
And now she's free.
Fuck. Turns out she was a Pesta. I don't even know what a Pesta is. Some kind of wraith? I should have read the signs more clearly. Get off him. Doesn't need to die like you died. Because you're fucking bitter. Yeah, she's free. I hope she's in hell. God damn it, Graham. God damn it, Annabelle. God damn it, Geralt. I tell you, it's not easy being a Witcher. Man, I was really... I'm lighting a candle to mourn you, buddy. I'm lighting a candle to remember you by. I have to be more intuitive during these conversations. It's so hard to know what choice you're making. It's really difficult. I feel bad that Graham died, and I feel bad that, you know, I lifted the curse, but I didn't do it well, I don't think. I did it probably in one of the worst ways. I gave a vengeful spirit her revenge, and that lifted the curse. It's not exactly what I was going for. I was hoping that him burying her bones was truly going to lift the curse in a peaceful way. I didn't read into the fact that she wanted revenge on him. I also didn't know that that's how things played out at the Isle. I didn't know that Graham came there with a group of his friends. Oh, man, that was really bad.
Damn it.
Well, the good news is we did find a shit ton out about the mage on that Isle. So the good news is, hopefully, we can look into his research notes, find out what the hell he was doing there, and hopefully that'll benefit the rest of humanity somehow. So I don't feel like a total useless ass. Man, wolves, you have no idea what I've just been through. No idea. Alright, so that's another quest. I'm not going to get into that right now. I want to save at least some of this stuff. Alright, sounds like those two idiots are trying to do a ritual. I'll have no part of that right now. Blaming the other for bringing the wrong thing. There's a Nilfgaardian camp.
That's it, Roach.
And a bunch of hung bodies. Seemed like the Baron's men at the top of those posts. Sorry, drowners. Don't really have time to deal with you right now.
Go, go.
Come on, Roach. Go, go. Do what Geralt says. I want this miserable, miserable, miserable rain to stop, so let's go see Keira. Probably won't stop until we've told her we lifted the curse. Ah, this is the reign of true misery. This is a reign of sadness. in pain. Keira! Keira, baby! I've got some news. Kind of. Hi, Keira. So I went to Fyke Isle. Wish I could close that.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me about the mage from the Isle.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Lifted the curse.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a Pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice. You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
What are you going to do with the lamp?
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
Alexander was doing weird research.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
Alright, well, bye-bye, Keira.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Fine. Why not?
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Alright, Keira, I'm glad that worked out well for you. I feel bad because I didn't do things 100% correct. God damn it, woman. How many favors must you have? Must you ask of me? Alright. So, now that I've got the whole Fyke Isle thing, there's another favor quest for Keira. And I really don't know if we're going to be doing that just yet. You know, I did say we were going to be doing some secondary quests, but... Let's see. I don't really feel like playing Gwent. I can't do... I already did Thou Shalt Not Pass. I will not do the Volunteer because it's too high level for me right now, so... You know what? Fine. Let's go see if we can pursue some witches, because they know something about Ciri. And then we'll also, at some point, do the Favor for a Friend quest. Because it's all I can do right now. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to call it. Thank you for tuning in to episode 17, and I will see you on episode 18. Until next time, guys.